What is up, everybody? This is Erik, the one and only Barrier Collector, and today I am doing my September 2022 video game haul. So let's begin, like always, with the digital downloads. I only have two for this month, and they're both for the PS5, PS4. The first one is Jack and Hat for the PS5, which is basically it's basically like a platformer. 2D side-scrolling platformer. I don't want to say it's like a Metroidvania, it's more of a platformer, but it looked really fun and it was going for a really low price, so I decided to get that one. And then the next one is Little Witch Academia Chamber of Time. This one is actually like a beat 'em up action RPG. It reminded me a lot of what was that game that was for the Saturn? I forgot the name of it, but it's kind of like a 2D beat 'em up. I want to say Guardian Heroes. I think that's the name of the game. But yeah, that's basically the only two downloadable games that I bought for the month. Pretty much not that much for as downloads. However, as you will soon see, I do have. Excuse me, sorry about that. The controller almost fell. There's going to be some pickups that I got for physical games. So anyways, let's go down to the table. So come with me, people, to the table. And here we are. As you can see, I don't have my usual setup that I normally have, other than just my insignia for Oakland right there. But there's going to be a reason, because I'm going to need the space. But anyways, let's begin for the first game that I purchased, and that one was Putty Squad for the PS4. Now, this is actually a remake of an SNES game. It's a 2D side-scrolling action platformer. This is a game that I've heard a lot back in the days for the Super Nintendo, but there was one time that I was going to buy it at the flea market, and I ended up not getting it simply because I wanted too much for the game, and I said, nah, I skipped on it. And yeah, I had an opportunity to buy it not long ago. It was a few months back. But anyways, I got the PS4 version. It was going for cheap. The next one that I got, this one, I'm not a big fan of this particular game. But I did want to get this, and it was Call of Duty World War II for the Xbox One. Now, I'm not a fan of Call of Duty games. I never really was. But what attracted me is that it's World War II, and I'm very, when it comes to like the Vietnam War and World War II things, documentaries and things like that, I love watching stuff like that, you know. This is one of those games that I wanted to pick up and play. I believe there's another one. There might be another one that's kind of like related to Vietnam, and I want to try to get that one. So definitely, yeah, I'm willing to give this one a try. I'm not really much of a fan of that series, but yeah, it's World War II, so I'm gonna give it a shot. And then the next game I got, because I got it for super cheap to complete it, is Xbox Live Arcade. Now, this game comes bundled. It's for the Xbox 360. Now, this game comes bundled with Sonic Tennis, I believe, on the Xbox 360. And when I bought it a long time ago, it didn't come with a copy of it. I have the instructions and everything for it, but I don't have the game. I remember a couple of pickups ago, I got the game and I mentioned that, but I was able to pick it up because this game's super cheap. So now I'm able to complete the set of the game. So yeah, got that one for really cheap. Next one is a game I picked up. I went to my thrift store twice this month. The first time around, I found this one in the CD pile. NBA Live 98 for the PlayStation 1. It comes complete. And it's interesting because, and it's in a pretty good shape. And it's interesting because I always check the CD section of my local thrift store, because they tend to put games in there. I found a couple of Dreamcast games before and PlayStation 1 games. So yeah, and my son's really good at finding these. I always tell my son, okay, go ahead and look. And he's been able to find a lot of them. so I use my son to kind of like scope them out in the towers, because they have a lot of towers. and he's able to say, Dad, here's the game, and he'll show it to me if it's something of interest or not. But yeah, picked it up. I know I didn't get it. I know I got it. This is when they had a sale, so I got it for half off. So it was only like $1 or $2. Yeah, only like about $1. So really good. And then the next game I got, I went to my flea market. This month I went to the flea market, and I found only one game this month, and that is Command and Conquer for the N64. I actually picked it up on a whim because it was going for $5, and I'm like, okay, let me check it out. And I read reviews that it's not a bad game, so it's a strategy game, so I want to give it a shot. And of course, I'm collecting N64 games, so yeah, pretty good. And then again, they were having at GameStop, they had the 4 for $20 deal that they were having, and amongst other things that I'm gonna show real soon. But first thing, I'm gonna do the video games part of it. And one of the things that I really got mad about this time around is because, excuse me, I went shopping to a bunch of GameStops throughout the month, and one of the things that I kept looking at is that on the 4 for $20 bins, they always had 1 or 2 games that were of my interest, and then all the rest were either games that were sports games, I was like, whatever, or games I already had, and I was like, they never had where I can get the 4 for $20. And then if I were to go online, it's really difficult. They'll say that they don't have I hate the GameStop app. I hate it because it'll show that there's games available and then they're not, or vice versa. Like they'll say that it's not there and then it's there. So anyways, I did pick up a few. First one was Trauma Center Under the Knife for the DS. Really fun game. This is a game that I really liked. I used to own way back in the days, and then I started getting there's the part 2 came out on the Wii called Second Opinion, I believe, and there were some other ones, but definitely a game that I wanted to have in my collection because I regret giving it up. I had the whole complete copy, but it wasn't going for a lot of money, so picked it up as part of the 4 for $20 deal. Next one that I picked up was Code Vein for the PS4. This is an RPG. I've heard of this game a lot back in the days, and I'm willing to give it a shot. It looked very interesting. So yeah, Code Vein. Then I picked up Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 with 3 collector's game. I swear to God, these are always the games that are included in a Pac-Man collection. But the other Pac-Man versions, they have like different things. So yeah, I'm we like Pac-Man. Can't go wrong with Pac-Man. I really like it. And then the next one I picked up was World War Z for the PS4. I really liked the movie World War Z. I thought it was really good back when it came out. I hear that the game is not anything to cry about, but despite that, it was part of the 4 for $20, so I picked that one up. So yeah, really good. Then when I was going through the shopping phases, when I bought those at another GameStop, I happened to pick this one up because I had a coupon. Tales of Zestiria for the PS4. It's a RPG game on the Tales series. Picked it up. Very interested in them. I have a bunch of them I need to start playing. The only ones I really played were Tales of Destiny 1 and 2 on the PS1 way back in the days. Then my girlfriend went shopping again to other GameStops further down in the area when I was at work, and she picked this one up for me, Gears Tactics, because it was going on sale. This one, I've heard of the Gears of War and everything, but this is one that when I saw the reviews, it's a little bit different. It's kind of like a spin-off to the series. Looks very interesting. I really want to play this one. This one, I can't wait to play this one. It's going to be in my bucket list to play. And then finally this weekend, I went to my local thrift store. Again, I scoped out the CD sections and found another PlayStation 1 game, Fox Sports Golf 99 for the PS1. Whether it's a golf game or not, it was going for $1. Picked it up complete, so can't go wrong with that. And then there were 2 more games for the PS4, which I'm surprised. First one is my son found this one, Plants vs Zombies, because he likes Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 Deluxe Edition. Now, one thing I'm looking at it is that it requires internet connection. I don't know if you need, or I know that the Xbox One version, part 1, because I think I have part 1. This one, you need a gold account to play it. This one just says that you need online play required. I don't know if you need a membership or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see. And then the same thing with this one. I didn't realize it until I get it, but it caught my eye. Tom Clancy's Division for the PS4. It says it right there. Internet connection required. Maybe you just need internet access for some reason, but I don't think you need an account. Hopefully not. You guys can let me know in the comments below if it's true. I haven't played them yet. This one caught my eye though. So yeah, and those were the games I got for September. Now, like I said, I went to GameStop, and GameStop was having a lot of sales and everything, and I picked up a couple of figurines, mostly wrestling figures. But I'll show you the first one that I caught because it was all over the place, and that is Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron RC. Now, this is one of my favorite characters from back in the days when I was a kid. Ever since I think the very first RC figure that came out in Transformer form was in the animation series. I remember that when I saw that she came out as a Transformer, I ran up and bought it, and to this day I still have it. It's a figure that I have no regrets buying because I think it's one of the close. They say that this is like this figure and the other one, the animator, are the most show accurate of the G1 version of RC. This one's more accurate though. But I saw reviews, like I haven't opened it yet. Saw reviews of this one, and it looks pretty cool, man. Like, I swear to God, I wish they would have made the G1 version of her. I think I read that they just slapped her on in the Transformers the movie as an additional character. But I really liked RC. I think, you know, having a female character. She's the only known female character in G1, I believe. I can't remember. I know it's only her, but it sucks that it's only her. It should have been more. Unlike the GoBots, as you guys have seen in my videos, they had a lot of male and female protagonists and antagonists. So, yeah. But anyways, moving right along. Wrestling figures. This is something I know. I don't know if I've ever shared this before in my channel. I'm a big wrestling fan. I love WWE and I love AEW. So right now what I picked up were AEW figures because they were having a lot of sales on them. I'll show these as a set. I picked up Nick and Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks for AEW figurines. They were going on sale. And if you can see down below, they come with their belts. It's inside of their jacket. You can see the glitter of the belt in there. So they do come with the titles. These are the figures that come with the titles. And it's, I believe this is the 7th series. I slept on this one because back when the pandemic struck, they released the first set, which would have been the championship belt. I believe that was when Chris Jericho had the championship back in the days. Would have been good to have that one. I slept on the figures, and there were figures that I wanted to get. Cody Rhodes was one of them that I thought was really good. But Nick and Matt Jackson right now, they make such a great heel team. But of course, as you guys know, as of the making of this video, both Nick and Matt Jackson has been suspended along with Kenny Omega against CM Punk regarding the beef they had backstage after the last event that they had. Oh my God, my brain is shot. That they had a backstage beef. Hopefully they're able to return. I know CM Punk, man. I love CM Punk, but damn, I don't know what his future holds for AEW or in general in a lot of wrestling promotions now that he's, acting out. I believe it's a work. I believe that they're doing this for show to add interest. But anyways, that's my opinion. Nick and Matt got both of them, the Young Bucks, with the title. So that's pretty cool. The next ones that I got, this I'm going to show as, because it's a lot more members. I'll show them all. So we got Trent and Chuck Taylor, Chris Statlander. I was able to find her. And of course, Orange Cassidy. These guys are like one of my favorites in AEW. Unfortunately, Chris Statlander right now, she's injured. She got injured recently, so she hasn't been appearing. I swear she's a definite future women's champion. Really like her character, really like this wrestler. And then you got, of course, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, the best friends. I love them. It sucks that they're stuck in the mid card. And then, of course, Orange Cassidy. Love Orange Cassidy. He's one of my favorites. The one thing that I love is that they brought back his original theme music, Jane from Jefferson Airship. The entrance music is awesome. I think it fits them perfectly. So, yeah, I'm really happy with these figures so far. And then the next ones that I have, unfortunate that I haven't gotten the other one, but I have one half of the FTR. I got Cash Wheeler. I still need Dax Harwood. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to run into getting Dax Harwood. I ran into Lance Archer, the figurine, and I'm regretting not getting it. Because, yeah, you'll see as a moment I would have been done with this wave. But this one has the Tag Team Championship belt. Cash Wheeler would be good to have. Definitely going to be looking out for the next one. WWE slept on these guys. It's sad that they didn't get to do more in WWE. They did a lot, but then Vince wanted them to do some funky characters. And I'm glad that they left and they're doing their thing in AEW. And, they're top notch right now. Holding a lot of tag team championships throughout AAA, I believe. I know they had the Ring of Honor tag team championship. As well as the Japan. Oh my God, the promotion. God, my brain is so shot. Sorry, guys. But they held it at one point. So I believe they did. Yeah, I think they did. But anyways, looking out for Dax Harwood. I would like to have him, So, yep. And then finally, of course, the woman they love to hate, Nyla Rose, with her championship belt, women's championship belt. You can see it right there. It's sparkling right there. Really cool. I believe, yeah, she was the first women's champion, I want to say. My brain is, like I said, my brain shot. It's kind of late. But I know that she was the first one. And her, I remember they really made her very powerful, and everything. So, yeah, glad I have this one. Like I said, if I would have had Dax Harwood and Lance Archer, I would have completed the whole Series 7. Maybe next time if I see it, I will pick up especially Lance Archer. I really like him. They need to do something with his character, They just have him lost in the shuffle, being that, AEW, has so much talent right now. But a lot of them, they're bailing out now that the WWE is under a new regime with Triple H and everything. So we'll see how that turns out. But all in all, really good. One thing I wanted to mention at the end of the day, if you guys look at the figurines, they have a lot of joints. I personally, one of the reasons why I kind of was hesitant about getting these type of figures, and then also, are they made by Jakks Pacific? Who's the company that makes these? No, it's not Jakks Pacific. Is it? Jazzwares is who it is. You see it right there. Jazzwares. Anyways, I like the older wrestling figures that used to come out. For some reason, I feel like these figures have more articulation, but their facial features and everything, they don't look a lot like their characters, whereas the older figures had less articulation, but they look more like their characters. I don't know if I'm making sense. You know what? In the future, I'm definitely going to be covering my wrestling figure collection that I have, because I have a lot of them. And a lot of them are like old school older ones. I have a lot of the fake belts amongst authentic belts, fake belts, because if you go online, you can buy the old school belts for like really cheap from China. Like they sell them because the belts themselves are worth more money than the figures, especially when they're changing. But anyways, I rambled a lot about these. One more thing I have, aside from the figures that I picked up at my local thrift store, this one is not a figurine. It's something really, really awesome, and it's big, and it's this keyboard. Literally, it's like a MIDI keyboard for music. It is made by the company Creative, and it's a Product Keys PC MIDI keyboard. Not only is it a regular keyboard that you hook up to your computer via USB, it's also a music keyboard that works with your software. However, when I read it, they were saying that this was a keyboard that worked a lot on older PCs like Windows XP, Vista. I have Windows 7 in my computer. I have a pretty old computer, but not that old. I don't know if it's going to work on it. I haven't tested it. They said the keyboard works okay. Another neat feature about this keyboard is that you can take the plates, and they had a purple one that came with it. But of course, I didn't get it. Fortunately, I have the cover, so that way I can seal these up, and then I'm able to type and do my thing. Really cool keyboard, USB MIDI keyboard. I'm gonna test it out on my when I do music. But it's a really nifty thing to have. Didn't pay a lot for it. I think I paid like $8 for it, and this is going for like 50 to 100 online. It's kind of like one of those vintage equipments. If I would have known this existed during the 2000s, this is something I was looking for my studio back in the days. I would have definitely tried to pick this one up. But anyways, I got it now, and we'll test that out and see how it works. But this has been my September 2022 video game haul. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Updates that I have. I'm going to be working on two major little projects that I have. One of them is almost near complete. It's a documentary that a little mini documentary that I'm trying to put, something very new to my channel, something that I want to try out. And hopefully it goes to my liking. And the second thing is another, I want to cover a full video. I mentioned this before. I want to cover a full video game series that's very, very interesting, that even recently I uncovered more and more about this series that it's fascinating in my opinion. But yeah, I'm working. The reason why the documentary one that I'm saying, that one is coming up real soon. That one, it's almost near. I would say it's about 85 to 90% complete. All I need to do is a portion of the video, and I need to work on the music on it. I got the track and everything laid. I got the track made. I got the song made, but I need to lay down the track, which is something I've been lazy. And then I'll put everything together, make the video. And then the other one, well, I'm still working on the games for that particular game series. I'm almost done with the last game that I'm going to cover for that particular series. So once that gets done, it's time to record and do what I need to do. But anyways, stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll get that done real soon. If there's any updates along the way, I'll let you guys know, because that's something, that little mini documentary is something that's like near and dear for me, that I've been wanting to do that for years, you guys, but I just haven't had the chance to do it. And in between here and there, I've been having the opportunity to work on it little by little. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. You guys take care. See you guys on the next one. Peace out. Hey guys, one more update I wanted to let you guys know. I know that I just released my GoBots Part 2 video. I am also working on my GoBots Part 3 video. How I'm doing that particular video series is that I'm covering from the most common GoBots that came out in the show, to the supportive GoBots, to the least supportive GoBots, to the ones that you barely saw on the show from what I remembered. Right now, it's going to be, I believe it's video 3. I did part 2. I'm about to do part 3 also. And and that one's gonna cover like a continuation of supportive GoBots that came out in the show more often than not, to the ones that we're getting to the point where I have in my collection the ones that were less and less shown on the show. Also, I'm gonna try to see if I can wrap up the series. I'm probably gonna do part 3, and then maybe in part 4 I'm probably gonna try to finish everything off, because another thing I want to plan out is I want to do like a kind of like a type of a mini some type of documentary regarding a certain set of Transformers that I have that are very interesting. But anyways, that's also another project that I'm going to try to do. I know I have a lot going on as things that I want to plan out to get out. But I have very little time, unfortunately. I wish I had more time to throw these things out. But I'm trying my best to get them out because they're very interesting in my opinion, and things I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be fascinated about. But anyways, again, I apologize for adding this little extra tidbit of information. This has been Eric, the one and only Barrett Collector. I'll see you again, guys, in the next one. You guys take care out there. Peace out.